Let's show Tyler's back with the retro reviews here on Tyler's Retro Reviews with WrestleMania 9, the first of the three WrestleManias we're going to talk about this year. Oh boy. Now, let me put it this way. Is it worse than WrestleMania 11? No. But it's still a bad show. Sort of. But I can't. I mean, the look on this WrestleMania is cool though, but I don't have to say about it really. April 4th at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. So kind of ironic this year's WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas. I kind of did this last year where WrestleMania 40 was going to be in Philadelphia. The first WrestleMania review I did was WrestleMania 15. The last time that was in Philadelphia. Weird coincidence? I think not. But still. This has the first appearance of Jim Ross on here. And everybody's wearing a fucking toga, which is kind of silly to me. But on the main card, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting both as one. 8 matches on the card. One was not scheduled, but it was after an actual match. Technically 9 matches, but whatever. And 3 championships are on the line. Well, 4 technically. Still, let's talk about WrestleMania 9 finally. With the first match being for the Intercontinental Championship. Tatanka defeats Shawn Michaels by count / disqualification. Why did I say that? Because Shawn grabbed the referee and that causes a disqualification. For some reason, Shawn Michaels has a little bit of Shawn in his corner, but this did not last long because a certain 7-footer from Detroit will be coming in. Yeah, I know who you are. We know who he is. Kevin Nash as Diesel. I mean, this was a good opening match, but the fucking finish was... This wasn't originally supposed to be Shawn versus Tatanka. It was supposed to be Shawn versus Marty from what happened at the Rumble, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. But still... I give it a 7 out of 10. It could have been better, but yeah. And then I get the Steiner Brothers of Rick and Scott defeats the Headstringers of Samu and Fatu. This was a fun match. And, this was before Scott Steiner become, insane with talking like, insanely, teaching us math and other insane shit he will say. Still, fun tag match. 7.5 I'll give this match. This is one of the matches in this year's WWE rewrite. Have the Headstringers win. So yeah, that's a side note there. But I mean, we already know I already talked about 2K25 last month. I will talk about the other two Batman Arkham games. I hadn't done Arkham Origins yet. I will talk about that after Arkham City because I did beat that when I did my talk about the dumpster fire on that. But still, um, Rick's counter to the electric chair spot with a power slam was awesome to see. Also, and then we get Doink the Clown defeating Crush. I mean, it was okay, but the best part about it was the doppelganger spot. There were two doinks, and Bobby Hayes said it's like magic or something, and Jim Ross said that's cheating. I mean, that was hilarious for that. Still, 4 out of 10 I'll give it for the doppelganger spot. Funny, I give that. And then Razor Ramon defeats Bob Backlund. Not needing it. It's probably one of Scott's worst pay-per-view matches he ever had. I mean, his later stuff in WCW was kind of painful, like last call Scott Hall, but RIP to him. But still, I give it a 0. It was probably the worst match of the night. Yeah, it's not the Undertaker Johnny Gonzalez match. We'll get to that in a minute. Then we get the second championship match of the night for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Money Inc. of Ted DiBiase and IRS defeats the Mega Maniacs of Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake by DQ to retain the tag titles. This was Hogan's first match back since the last WrestleMania when he fought Sid in the main event for some fucking reason. The only thing this match is notable for Hogan's black eye. There are stories of Macho Man hitting him or a skiing accident or whatever. In storyline, Ted DiBiase had a bunch of people beat him up, and I don't fucking know. BK had a really cool mask, but this match was... it went on a little too long, honestly. And then the finish where Jimmy Hart reversed his jacket to like striped shirts to count the fall, but that didn't count, and they lose by DQ, but this is not the last time we'll see Mr. Hulk Hogan. Still. Actually, I'll give it a 4 for Bruce's cool mask, but still. Then we get Lex Luger defeating Mr. Perfect. Decent match. This set up the Mr. Perfect Shawn Michaels feud. And Luger was the narcissist, but he was not yet the fighting for the good old USA against Yokozuna and that. And we don't know what happened afterward with Lex Luger's run there. I mean, I did a dumpster fire on that. Still, I get a 5 out of 10. Oh boy. Then we get The Undertaker defeating Giant Gonzalez by disqualification. Look, it was bad. But I like Undertaker's entrance. And that was basically it. At best, I mean, this continued the feud. And at best, I'll give it a 2. I mean, I'll give it a 2. I'll be generous with that. I mean, it was a little better than the Razor Backlund match still, but a fucking disqualification, really? That's like 2 in a row or 3 in a row, technically if you want to count the first match, but still. Anyways, then we get the official main event, the first of the two for the WWF Championship. 8 official matches, 7 official matches down, 1 more match to go. My bad. For the WWF Championship, Yokozuna defeats Bret Hart to win the WWF Championship. Decent match. This match should have went on a little longer, but Yokozuna was a little winded around here. They went with the final moments early. They did the go home spots early. Bret Hart gets Yoko in the sharpshooter, and then Mr. Fuji throws salt in the eyes of Bret Hart, and Yokozuna wins the WWF Championship. This is technically the first Samoan WWF Championship, by the way. The other two, Rock, Roman Reigns. A little trivia for you. I mean, yes, Yokozuna is Samoan. There's that. So, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? We're out of time. No, Hulk Hogan comes out. Mr. Fuji challenges Hogan to fight Yokozuna. The match happened. Hogan defeats Yokozuna in 22 seconds to win the WWF Championship. What the fuck, man? This wasn't the plan, by the way. Because the plan all along was to have Bret Hart defeat Yokozuna, but since Hogan came back, they have to give the belt back to Hogan. This, unfortunately, did not boost the business, unfortunately. And then in King of the Ring, Hogan lost the belt back to Yokozuna, and he would go to WCW 1 year later. He would not come back to WWE until 9 years at No Way Out, 2002, with the NWO in that. The Bret Yoko match was fine. 6.5 out of 10. But why do you have to have Hogan come in and take Bret's spot, basically? And I'm no fan of Bret Hart, honestly, but if you know, you know. But man, what a ripoff that was. I mean, technically this was the first time that they've changed hands twice in one night. So did Hogan had a magical briefcase to cash in on? Who the fuck knows? So, is it as bad as WrestleMania 11? No, really. It's weird, but there was anything like trash on the show except for Undertaker, Giant Gonzalez, and Razor and Backlund, which, spoiler, that's the worst match on this show. I give the best match to the show to the Steiners versus the Headstringers. So, my final verdict, 4 out of 10 I'll give it. Better than WrestleMania 33 in my opinion, though, but still. Next week, WrestleMania 14, and then the week after that, WrestleMania 16, or /2000, whatever. Those will be the next WrestleManias to talk about. And there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, as well as my main channel also, so you'll see tomorrow's SmackDown review, and then Saturday I'll do Batman Arkham City also. And there. Bye-bye.